What is going on, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to the channel. A lot of things went wrong this past Sunday. We're going to discuss the 5 takeaways from that horrendous 30-16 loss to the Denver Broncos in today's video. Before we do, though, gotta point out that about 90% of you guys who watch my videos are not subscribed to the channel. If that is you, do me a favor, hit that big red subscribe button, tap the bell icon next to it to get notified anytime I upload or go live. Drop a like on the video and leave a comment down below something you took away from this game that I did not discuss in today's video. All right, takeaway number 1. Dak missed a lot of throws, but let's not panic, all right? He had a low throw to Cedric Wilson early on and a few overthrows to CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper. But something you have to consider is his calf strain is not 100% just yet. And for those of you that have played sports, you would know that when throwing, whether it's baseball, football, whatever it may be, the throw begins from your plant foot. And on Dak Prescott's plant foot is where his calf strain is. So like I said, not 100%. Naturally, you can expect him to miss throws, assuming his calf isn't where he wants it to be. And clearly, that was the case because we saw a lot of missed throws, some overthrows, some underthrows from Dak Prescott that he normally makes. It looked like, in all honesty, he was throwing with his upper body, which is something you can't do as a quarterback in the National Football League. So don't panic. I'm sure he'll be fine. I'd give it probably a few more weeks. I'd say the Kansas City game is when we see him 100%. I doubt he's 100% for this Atlanta game, but it shouldn't be a problem considering Atlanta's defense is as horrid as it is. Takeaway number 2, the run defense. Yeah, it needs some work. 190 total yards on the ground. Melvin Gordon had 21 carries for 80 yards and a touchdown. And Javonte Williams, a guy who I raved about in the preview video, 17 carries, 111 yards, and 6.5 yards per carry. 6.5 yards per carry is very bad. It's still a young front, though. Obviously, Neville Gallimore to Marcus Lawrence will help. But I think it's an offseason away from where the Cowboys want it to be. You have to understand, Osa Odighizuwa, as good as he is, Quinn Bohanna, we all like him as a one-tech. Carlos Watkins, Carlos Watkins isn't necessarily young, but it's a mix of young guys and aging veterans, so you can expect some hiccups along the way. That's the point I'm trying to make. And that's why I said it's an offseason away, really, from being where the Cowboys want it to be, because you got a lot of guys that are going to, go through their first year in the NFL, understand how the league works, and get, caught up to the pace of the league. You might want to add a few guys in free agency, and then you get it to where you want that run defense to be. Obviously, the run defense is a big question mark for the Cowboys. It's been a question mark dating back to 2020, seeing how bad it was, allowing the 31st most yards on the ground in the league. So definitely needs some work. Like I said, Neville Gallimore, DeMarcus Lawrence will help, but where it is right now, about 16th, 17th, 18th in the league, is not where Dan Quinn wants it to be, obviously, and hopefully in the coming weeks it does get better. Takeaway number 3, slow it down. Check out of certain plays if need be, and don't be too aggressive. And I'm talking mainly about the going forward on 4th down early in the game. I am all for going for it on 4th and short. I do not want to sound like Jason Garrett, but there are some situations where when the play call doesn't match up with the look on defense, you need to check out of the play, which we didn't see Dak Prescott do on multiple occasions early on in this game. And you also need to respect your opponent. I'm not saying respect your opponent as in what Tim Patrick said after the game, where it's like, all right, yeah, they're going for it on 4th down, not respecting us. I'm talking about look at the matchup you have, okay? I feel like the Cowboys underestimated the Denver Broncos mightily. We talked about coming into this game during the preview video how they have a top 5 pass defense in the NFL, and it only got better. I don't really count those 2 garbage time touchdowns to Malik Collins. Or to Malik Turner. I really think the Cowboys would tell you that they got shut out. Truly, it was bad. With the playmakers out there, they weren't doing anything, and has a lot to do with the fact that Denver is really, really good in their secondary. So that's what I'm talking about. I say respect your opponent, not from like a nod standpoint, like a nod to your opponent. I'm talking about like understand who you're going up against. I don't think the Cowboys, like I said, really grasped fully the defense they were facing heading into the week. Takeaway number 4, Micah Parsons is shaping up to be Defensive Rookie of the Year. In this game, he was one of the highlights in the plethora of lowlights provided to us. 10 tackles, 2.5 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, and 3 quarterback hits. That is coming off a great game he had on Sunday night in Minneapolis. Like I said, he is shaping up to be the defensive, or not, I don't know if I said Defensive Player of the Year. I meant to say Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's shaping up to be the Defensive Rookie of the Year. Maybe I'm a little biased. I don't know, but the things he can do on a football field is something that a lot of people haven't seen in a very, very long time, and he's flourishing with every challenge that's been presented to him. Now, we don't know what the future for Micah Parsons holds, with Randy Gregory now being ruled out for a few weeks with a calf strain of his own. Lots of calf strains going on with the Cowboys. We can assume that Micah Parsons sees more time at defensive end, so maybe a little less of him in coverage. We don't know. We're not in the building. I'm not a coach. I can't tell you for sure what the Cowboys plan to do with Micah Parsons, but we can only assume that, like I said, he will see more action at defensive end, considering the Cowboys' 1-2 punch of Randy Gregory and DeMarcus Lawrence are now out for at least the next few weeks. But regardless, at the end of the day, like I said, these past 2 games have been really good for Micah Parsons, and going back to my original point, it is shaping up as if he is the Defensive Rookie of the Year favorite. Takeaway number 5, and this isn't really a takeaway from the game, but Cowboys fans, where you at? A lot of fans from the game would tell you that towards the end, second half, it became essentially a Broncos home game. A sea of orange took over AT&T Stadium. Again, this isn't much of a takeaway from the game. It's kind of like a knick-knack takeaway, but you got to be better, Cowboys fans. You got to be better. I mean, it was one game. It sucks, but got to be better. Got to stick it out. As someone who goes to or prides myself on going to high-profile regular season games, postseason games, and all this sort of stuff, I can tell you that home field advantage is huge, and if you're not there, it definitely has an effect on the game. I think Cowboys fans don't get enough credit for showing out for road games. I can tell you firsthand that there are a lot of Cowboys fans on the road, but on Sunday that was ugly and embarrassment for Cowboys Nation. So if you're at the game, if you go to the games, stick it out till the end. All right, that is everything I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed, don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys either tomorrow or Saturday previewing the Cowboys and Falcons matchup this Sunday. Until then, you guys stay safe, and I will see you then.